Hello there, and welcome to Beautifully You. Thank you for showing up. Today we're going to talk about defeat. And as a wardrobe stylist, I love helping women look and feel beautiful in the body that they're in currently. Not someone else's body, but your body. You are created as a special person, and you have to embrace that no matter what step it is in your life. You can feel defeated on so many levels. Defeat takes shapes that are not always recognizable. But when you start to identify defeat, you start doing things in your life to overcome them, to get past the obstacles. As women, we feel that we need to be a superwoman. We feel that the world needs to see us always having it together as we're crumbling and hurting inside. Defeat takes the shape in our motherhood. There are times we are going through a struggle as a new mother or a mother of a teenage child. And those of you that have teenage children, I have always said it. The aliens came in the middle of the night and they stole your precious child. And you seem to be left with a nightmare until about maybe 18, 19, 20, when they come back and you're like, where did you come from? But truly, it happens. You go through those periods where it's trying and testing. And as a new mother, you find it difficult when they're going through their terrible twos and you are dealing with some behavioral issues that you're trying to structure, and you can feel defeated. You can feel defeated as a wife. Maybe you don't feel that your husband appreciates you enough, or you're giving enough, so you give in to defeat. You can feel defeat in your business endeavors because you are in this place that you're watching everybody else on social media and you are scaling it to where you think you should be based off of where they are. Defeat can take place because you are scaling yourself to this adequacy level when you should be really focusing on you. You can feel defeat through that heartbreak. You ever love someone so much, they break your heart and you start to depict yourself. You start to tear yourself apart and tear yourself down. And God forbid, you see who their new girlfriend may be. And you feel defeated because you start to compare yourself to this person. But you gotta remember who you are created to be is special to God. And you weren't created by mistake. So you start to scale yourself on why this person could leave you or why this relationship has been broken up, and you feel defeated. And that's the place you start to have to know your value. Are you looking at your value? What you bring to the table in any relationship, whether it be a mother-father relationship, a sister-brother relationship, a co-worker relationship. Every relationship you encounter that you find yourself having to be a partaker, you need to self-examine what you bring to the table and what you require back. We all have a need, and you can't go into it and just say, I'm just a giver. I'm just going to give. You have to also receive, and you have to be at that place where what do you require that people that are going to partake in your life give to you? Defeat just can take a toll on yourself. So let's talk about how you feel defeated sometimes in a relationship with your husband. You don't feel appreciated, but you know what? You give him the silent treatment and you don't talk to him and you don't talk about it, but maybe you're talking about it. but you're saying it all in the wrong way. You know, many times in our relationships, we don't understand everyone receives information differently. They take it and they comprehend it differently. You know, there's times we are yelling at our husbands and we think they hear it or perceive it. And they don't. They don't hear it, and neither do they perceive what we're saying. They just hear womp womp, womp 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 womp. You know, like that old Charlie Brown, episode. And we have to understand how they take on information, how they perceive what we are giving them. So you have to get down to the bottom of how the people that you are in relationships with take information. If you're feeling unheard, then how to communicate with that person, like, hey, you know what, when I speak to you, how do you want me to give you this information? Because this is how I'm feeling. Because most of the time, it's because we're feeling unheard, do we feel, and it reaches that level of defeat. So with that being said, how does it come through our wardrobe? There's times that when I encounter a woman that I go into their closet, I really can usually tell for the most part in the closet what they're dealing with. It is like complete chaos. It is a place of holding on to some past things in their lives that they don't overcome because they're housing it in their closet and they're putting it towards the back of the closet. And as I'm bringing this stuff out and I'm bringing those old memories up, they're now having to deal with those very things that made them feel defeat, but not identifying with it or understanding that that was a time in their life that they were at their low point. So at times, before I start a wardrobe consultation, I really get down into your emotional whereabouts. Where are you emotionally right now? And why so much do you want this stage? And what purpose do you feel like it is going to fulfill in your life currently? So we talk about dressing defeated. If your closet does not represent the person you want to look like, feel like, and be, look like and feel like and be, those three things are going to be a factor. You want to look powerful and feel powerful, then your closet must reflect that in the choices of what you purchase and what you put into your closet and how it is put together and on your body. You know, we can be inspired, and I tell women all the time, be inspired by the way you see a person look stylish, but you have to keep into account your body type, your coloring. All of those factor in to how you want to represent yourself and look. And you have to also consider your everyday lifestyle, because your everyday lifestyle depicts your closet, because you're always going to go back to those 20% of items that you feel comfortable in wearing and that reflects this person. And when you feel defeated and you dress like a defeated person, you are pulling that out of your closet every day. You're washing it up and sticking it right back into your closet and picking those items that continue to layer you with the look of defeat. It is very important, if you want to feel and look like a woman that has it together, it is very important you put those things in your closet, because it starts to help you. I didn't say it's the cure. It's not the cure, but it will help you come out of this place of defeat by having a feel and a different perspective of yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror. Even when I'm going through a heartache, I don't want to dress crappier. Like, what sense does that make? I don't want to hold on to this feeling where I continue to feel sadder. And it's so important that you put those things into your closet that's going to help you to dress away from defeat, away from feeling inadequate. And you have to put a better blinder and filter on things and people you follow. Because every time you look on your social media, you have to learn to guard your heart. That's just something that is said in the word. Guard your heart, because you're protecting yourself from things that are going to bring you down mentally and then emotionally. You have to start setting filters on your social media platforms that are going to inspire you to dig yourself out of defeat. And it's not an overnight feeling. It takes work. Like for myself, if I'm feeling low, I don't want to follow people that, all you see on their social media is the new car, the new house, the new stuff. And they seem happy because photos can lie. They seem like they're the super mom, and they seem like they're the super wife, and they seem like they just have it all together and their bodies are so perfect. And you're looking at yourself and you're just like, oh my gosh, I have it out of control and nothing's working for me. What are you doing to yourself? What are you prescribing to yourself? You are prescribing self-doubt. You are prescribing to yourself this inadequate mindset that you don't measure up. You are putting these things in place that they're just not going to help you come out of defeat. And it's just so important that you start to invest into your coming out of defeat. Start with your social media platform. If you're on Instagram, you need to start filtering the things and people you follow. It is very important wherever you are in your life, whatever spiritual platform it is for you. For me, it is necessary for me to always have a word of inspiration in the morning. I am putting in my mind the necessary things that are going to help motivate me no matter where I am in my emotional state. It's going to help motivate me. And you will be so surprised what that does for your spirit being. I like to surround myself with friends that are not going to call me to gossip about someone, but they're going to call me to inspire me and help me through where I am emotionally as I dedicate myself to help them where they are emotionally. Feeling defeat has so many mechanisms in our lives that we can overcome or stay in because we are not filtering what we're subjecting ourselves to as women, as pillars of the many places we take a stand in. Either it's in our home, either it's in the workplace, either it's in our business endeavors, in our relationships. We are a strong pillar there. And if we don't start to unmask what is going on, we're not going to be able to deal with it, and we're not going to be able to overcome. And dressing in a very defeated way will keep you feeling and thinking as a defeated woman. So take heed as a wardrobe stylist. I have a viewpoint. There are times when I meet women that feel defeated. They dress a couple of different ways. They get out of a broken-hearted relationship and they now become like this sexual deviant. I mean, they have the lowest cut outfit. They are overly explicit in their dressing because they just want to show their ex they are hot too. But what are you pulling towards you? When you're in that hurt place, you could be pulling someone into your life that all they see you is as a sexual object. And I say this, that not that you can't be and look sexy, but I'm all about sexy with class, sexy with power, that someone would respect you before they open up their mouth and say the wrong thing. But then I also see women that hide in layers of stuff. They're hiding so much of themselves that they start to look like someone just threw a blanket over them. There's no rhyme or reason, no thought to that outward appearance. And they keep themselves there. And then you know what that does? Everyone else is looking at you like, what are they going through? Like, you don't realize that you are pulling negativity towards you through your wardrobe styling. So I challenge you to take a look in your closet. What does your wardrobe look like? And what could it be like? As a wardrobe stylist, I love to do Zoom calls with my clients. I love to take a Zoom tour with those that I can't physically get into their closet because either we are states away. I love to go into their closet through a video chat and say, pull out one thing that makes you feel amazing. And you know what? They have to now dig. They're digging. Guess what? That amazing item is not in the forefront. You have hidden the very thing that makes you feel good about yourself or exudes a more confident self. You have hidden it in the clutter of the things that exudes defeat. If you want to feel different, you do have to dress different. It is so part of it. You know, last year we all went through a pajama and sweats, fashion period in our lives. Like everyone was in sweats and pajamas. And now many women are like, oh my gosh, I just don't want to dress like that anymore. Because it does start to take a toll. You're not as productive and you're not as, accomplished in your daily tasks because you have a lazy feel. And when you dress as a lazy feel and cozy, comfy, it slows that production and productivity down. So that is why it's important that I challenge you at the end of this video to go into your closet and pull out the things that make you feel good. And guess what? As many of us through COVID, we've gained some weight. I want you to pull it out, not necessarily to challenge yourself to fit into it. That's not the case. I want you to pull it out and say, remember when I used to wear this, how it made you feel. Because while you're going through the transition to lose the weight, you want to purchase those similar items in your closet that makes you feel amazing about yourself. And most of all, you want to pull and shop for those items that get you those compliments because guess what? It's the right color, it's the right fit, and it's the right style for your body type. And it does something when you step into work or when you step out and do whatever you're doing. If you're going grocery shopping or whatever it is, trust me, a confident woman is going to look at you and say, oh my gosh, I love that color on you. Oh my gosh, I love that blouse. Oh my gosh, I love how you're wearing your hair. Those things are so important to help you come out of this place of feeling defeat. Well, as always, ladies, I hope this video was very helpful. I look for your comments and what more you want to hear. This video was not about how you were going to dress so powerful, but it was to recognize some of those things in our lives that we're holding on to that are causing defeat, and the things that we could do to help us come from that place through our wardrobe styling and our wardrobe choices to help us come from that defeat. And if you're looking to, have a one-on-one Zoom call, we can always schedule that. I will leave the link below that you can schedule a one-on-one Zoom call with me. As always, hope you stay beautiful and bye-bye.